All right, everybody. It is Winning Wednesday, and we are going live. My friends on the internet, and you can listen tonight, today on the internet. I'm going outside to wash my car because one of y'all were talking about my rims. So let's see how we do this. I'm walking out the house. I'm going outside, and while I'm heading outside, I will clean the car. Y'all want to listen to the call? You can. And the reason I'm cleaning the car today is because somebody got on me about my rims. So I'll put Mariko Turner's face on the internet. For those of y'all who want to see him, you can see who he is. He's warming the call up right now. And then we're going to get it in. Y'all know how we get down. And I'm grateful to be on with y'all today. Today is Winning Wednesday. And I'll show you who Mariko Turner is who's talking. So that's Mariko Turner. He's talking. But we're going outside. I'm cleaning the car. That's how you're supposed to do when you're home. I went ahead and got some organic soap car. Ain't that some stuff when you got organic soap to clean your car? So the soap has almond oil in it, right? Almond oil in the soap. So when you can clean your car with organic soap, non-GMO soap going on, that's some good stuff. So Mariko's on the call this day. He's explaining the business. Let's see if I can turn him up for y'all. I got a little Wi-Fi box out here. And let's see if this works. And hopefully. All right.
I mean, you can, I'm gonna need it now. I'm just saying, you gotta be careful with that of us.
We got some people in the background trying to mute them out. How y'all doing today? I think he's in the mall. So it's not usual that we're outside and everybody's different places. All right, so Ray Hendrickson must have muted the lines. And I'm just going to wash the car until it's my turn. Is that cool? Some people are tuning in. That's the car. And y'all got on me and you said the car needed to be washed. And I think I did need to wash the car. You know, I shouldn't even feel bad that somebody said I needed to wash the car, because I did need to wash the car. But I was just busy building my business. You know, maybe I got different priorities. Some of y'all care more about Louis and Gucci and all that kind of stuff. I just don't care about that stuff. You know, I figure all of that's going to work itself out. But I need my car. My car is a working car. It's like a working horse or something. And I use this car to get business done. So we're gonna clean it. Then when it's my time to get on the call, I'll get on the call, and we'll get that done. So here I am. I'm cleaning it. It's getting cleaned. There was some guy yesterday on the internet who was talking about my rims, and he's like, "I'll clean your rims for $35." My rims are fine. These $3,500 rims are just fine. Right? I'm cleaning them with organic soap today. That's how it's supposed to be done. Right? Some nice almond peppermint soap. And I'm not going nowhere today. I'm home and clean my own car. And those are the perks of being home to clean your car. Hey Terry, how you doing? Hey LaDonna. Glad to have y'all on today. Mariko's on the call-in line. So if one of y'all knows the call-in line for today, if y'all could put it on the feed for whoever wants to listen in, they could listen in going in on the call. But let me tell you, over the last few days, I've had so much success telling people how $1,000 a day in this business, right? And they can make the $1,000 a day in the business by selling a product that we have called Touch Suite. So it's credit card processing, right? And with this credit card processing that we have, for every account that we get, right? The first account is $50, the second one is $100, the third account is $150, and the fourth account they pay us $200 per account. So all of you on this line, literally, I haven't. But if you're on, anybody on this call right now who's really ambitious, you got to have a little bit of hustle in you, a little bit of drive. You can literally sell 5 accounts every day. That is $1,000 a day. Mariko Turner, while he's on the line with us, is in New York. He's got a group of people with him. They're at the mall, and they're going store to store to sell the machine. So every 5 machines is $1,000. The best part about it is that in America, only 30% of the stores have the machine. So I was at my barber's shop this morning. I got my hair cut. And while I was there, I was talking to my barber about it. So now my barber's going to give me his credit card machine today. I'm going to reconnect. All right. So like I was saying, I'm turning Mariko down. But what I'm telling you is that when I was telling my barber about the way we sell these credit card machines, and that $1 trillion worth of these machines are going to be sold between now and Christmas, my barber is turning over his credit card account. A guy in the barber shop is going to join the business because he wants to sell the machine. And the funny thing about it is, it's 5 links. And so people are like, oh, I heard about 5 links. I think I know what 5 links is. Well, I don't know that you know a lot of other network marketing companies where you can make $1,000 a day and do it from home on the internet, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram. It's nothing like it. And, you know, I just keep showing y'all every single day how to do this business. It's a simple business. If you're a work from home mom, you can do this business. If you're a dad with 2 jobs, you can do this business. If you're a grandma and got to watch over your kids, you can do the business. All right? All of us can do it. All we got to do is make a decision that we are willing to do what it takes. It's going to take the average person on this call, it's going to take, 35, 40 minutes a day on Facebook? I gave y'all a Facebook training for 3 hours and 40 minutes so you understand how I do this business. I share this business with a new 50 to 100 people every day. I've already done that. It's noon, and I've already shared my business with 100 new people. 4 of them are going to get started in the next few days. You can do it. It is not rocket science. You don't need any special degree. Nobody cares about your master's or your PhD. Nobody cares about how pretty you are or if you're overweight, what your credit score is, or if you had some sort of life issues. This business is truly the great equalizer. So I'm trying to wash my car, but I wanted y'all to listen to Mariko at the same time. And boy, I'm juggling. I'm learning how to do social media on a whole different level, but it takes a whole lot of concentration, and y'all know I got a short attention span. Right, so I'm here, I'm still cleaning the car, and I'm cleaning the car just for the one guy who told me that he'll clean my rims for $35 a piece. I'm like, dude, I'm home all day. I clean my own rims. So I went ahead, I got an organic soap, and I've been cleaning the rims. All right, so let me tell y'all what we do. What we do is we work with a bunch of Fortune 500 companies. We work with companies like Verizon, Wells Fargo, Dish, DirecTV, Blue Cross, Blue Shield. For every customer that we get for these different companies, they pay us a small commission. The commission that they pay us is 50 cents to $11 per customer. 50 cents to $11 per customer is not a lot of money. But the thing is, we can get paid on an unlimited number of customers, right? So we'll never run out of customers. You'll never run out of people who need to use a credit card, not on any day, right? So we share with those people who want to become customers, they can become customers. And for people who want to become business partners, they can become business partners. So it don't matter. It doesn't matter how they go into business, right? If they want to be a customer, let them be a customer. If they want to be a business partner, let them become a business partner. You don't have to harass somebody about joining this business. You don't have to beg them. Normally, I don't even ask people twice. You're going to get one ask out of me and I'm gone. I understand the value of this business. Our parents have never taught us how to work from home. Never. They've never done it. Nobody has ever taught us that we could be our own boss, set our own hours, and be downstairs in our dining rooms and make income that doctors and lawyers make. Nobody's taught you that. At school, they don't teach you that. How could your teacher teach you how to be financially free, and they teaching you and they still paying their student loans? How could they teach you that? How can somebody teach you how to pay off your house and they still trying to pay off theirs? If you set your sights and you look at all of the people who went to school and all the degrees that they have, they're struggling. I don't have anything against degrees, but do not equate degrees with income. They are not synonymous. One thing has nothing to do with the other. They send you to school because school is an institution. You ever heard that? It's an institution? Let me explain what that means. That means that institution is set up to try to figure out how to educate you enough that you can be a valuable slave. Remember slavery changed? They freed you from the cotton field and now they got you in the cubicle. Slavery just changed. It's an institution. They are putting you in a posture that you can be valuable to do the work that the new master has for you, the new CEO. Don't be offended by the word master. They changed it to boss. So you don't feel like, you're in some old slavery movie. It's boss, right? You come in and you got to do what the boss say you got to do. And you have very little rights. The boss decides when you wake up, when you got to be there, when you got to check in, when you can go to the bathroom, when you can leave. When you are a grown person and you sitting there with your legs crossed like a 3-year-old and you're afraid to go to the bathroom for one more break because the secretary is clocking you and she's going to tell you you've been to the bathroom twice already, what are you going for now? That's a problem. When you're a grown person and you're afraid to look at your cell phone because the boss is giving you 2 demerits and you look at your phone one more time and you're going to have a problem, that's a problem. When you're tired and falling asleep on your desk but you got to put in extra time to get extra money, that's a problem. Rich people don't get paid based on their time that they put in. They get paid based on their ability to leverage others, their ability to manage other people, their ability to control other people. Your boss controls you. And he gets paid for every hour you put in at the office, even though he's at the golf course. So understand that this business that we're in, allows you to control your time and to leverage other people. So what's the difference? Some of y'all say, I feel bad that I make money while other people are making money. Yeah, your boss does that. The only difference is my check is directly connected to yours. The more you make, the more I have the ability to make, but I can't make it till you make it first. That means I have a vested interest in your success. How much different would your job be if your boss's check depended on how much money you made? When you got to work, if his getting an additional $10,000 was vested on you making an additional $1,000 or $2,000, when you walked into your office, your boss would have coffee and donuts waiting for you. That'd be a different dynamic. Your boss would know your wife's name and know your children's name and know their birthdays instead of the reverse. He would send you anniversary presents and ask you how you're doing. How you're doing. That would be the difference. So this is a business that truly I've done it for 4 years and 4 months. And in 4 years and 4 months, I made a decent 7-figure income. My expenses have been somewhere in the neighborhood of just over $5,200. My results have been a little bit unusual. I am the record holder at every position in this company, but I have an incredible work ethic. But let's just say you did half of what we did, or 1/3 of the numbers we've done. What if you just made an additional $500 a month? I'd say that would be worth it. Additional don't you know that most divorces, people who have divorced, 51% of all divorces end, marriages end because of money, and the amount of money that is normally in dispute is around $500? You can save your marriage for $500. Fannie Mae says that the average person who lost their homes due to foreclosure could have saved their homes if they had an additional $300 a month. So for $500, I can save your house and your wife. I think that's pretty good information. But let me tell you this. One product that we have is called Touch Suite. I've been talking about it every day for the last few days. And it is a product that we can sell anywhere in the United States. We can sell it from Florida all the way up to California, every city, every state in between. There is no place where we cannot sell this particular product. So that's why, everybody should be interested in this product. It's anybody can do it, and you've only got to learn it one time. So what we do is we sell credit card processing machines. Y'all have heard me talk about it again, and I'm going to talk about it until y'all get on these feeds and say, Thomas, I got 5 accounts today. I made $1,000 today. I mean, you could put in 3 really good days, 3 really hard days, and that's what you're making over a 30-day window, some of y'all. 3 really hard days, 3 days where you're getting up from 8 in the morning and shut down at 5 o'clock. That is a long, long day for us, right? Y'all call that a regular work day, but 3 really long days. And so what we do is we sell this credit card machine, and the law requires all of the vendors to get the machine. It is a EMV machine. It stands for Euro MasterCard Visa machine, and it's basically a chip reader. It is a machine that allows you to read a credit card with a chip on it. You know that little chip? I show y'all my card, but I don't know all of y'all on this feed. So you got to look at your own card and see what the chip looks like. So all of the credit cards in America by the end of this year will have a chip on it. If you don't have a chip on your card, it ain't going to work. Are you with me? So everybody's going to get it. It is going to be mandatory. You got to have it. Some of y'all think it's the mark of the beast, and who knows? But until such time as the mark is confirmed, we're going to get paid on it. Fair enough? As long as I ain't violating my principle and violating heaven, go get the chip. You're going to need to get it on your card. But when you get this chip reader, we're going to get paid on it. And the law says that if the vendor doesn't have the machine that reads the chip, they are no longer covered if somebody uses a fraudulent card at their establishment. So they have an incentive to get the machine. Also, if they don't have a machine that reads a credit card with a chip on it, the vendor, meaning the credit card companies, are going to charge them a higher price. They're going to charge them an additional fee. What vendor do you know that wants to make less money instead of more? What barber or what hair salon, what Chinese restaurant, what laundromat, what store wants to make less money? So we offer that machine, and they take the machine, and we guarantee them that we can meet or beat the price that they're paying. If we can't meet or beat the price that they're paying, we'll give them $500 just for giving us a shot. And it even gets better. If they do over $10,000 a month, we'll give them the machine for free. For free? Yes, for free. So you can literally give away the machine and make $200 for every machine. And it's a machine that everybody's looking for. Out of every 10 vendors, only 3 of them have the machine, 7 are looking for them, and they're desperately looking because Christmas is coming, and Christmas is the time that people do credit card fraud. I mean, it's massive credit card fraud, and these vendors don't want to be on their own dealing with the credit card fraud. Right? So what I want to do today, our call is a little bit odd today because half of us are on a national phone call. I'm on the video. We're normally on the call together, but we were experimenting. That's how experiments work. Sometimes it don't work out the way you want it to, right? We'll try it again tomorrow. We'll get it right. Eventually, we'll be able to merge our national call with our Facebook Live feed. But I'm going to give you guys some phone numbers so you can contact me if you want to contact me. I'm going to give you an email address in case you want to email me. I will send you a video that will explain 95% of what we do, how we do it, and how we get paid. Because people always ask me, how do you go from making a decent 6-figure income practicing law to making an incredible income working from home? I'm grateful. It is nothing but the grace and mercy of God. I could not have done it without him. It had nothing to do with me being smart or being a genius about this industry. I just needed something different. I needed a miracle. I needed it right away. And I had to trust a stranger. I trusted God, but I trusted a stranger. My friend brought me to a meeting 4 years ago. I came to the meeting angry. I didn't want to be in the meeting. I was complaining the whole time I was there. But I needed a miracle, and I was refusing to leave until I got what I came for. Not to mention that the guy who was doing the presentation had a high school diploma, and he was doubling my attorney income. And I said, boy, if the guy with the high school diploma can double my attorney income, then maybe I take a minute and take a look. Maybe they didn't teach me in school 101. You know, nobody taught me this in Make Money 101. And what I love about the business is it works on a divine principle. I can't make any money until I help you make money. I think that's fair. That keeps me on my A game. It keeps me accountable. And like I was telling y'all yesterday, you never have to worry about this business being a pyramid, right? Because somebody, asked me, is it a pyramid? So this is a pyramid, right? I'm drawing for you. This is a pyramid. And in the pyramid, this is your boss, right? You see the boss up here? And the boss is at the top and everybody else is on the bottom. You will never get your boss's position. If your boss was dying and taking his last breath, your boss would say, please don't make Arthur the boss, or please don't make Cheryl the boss. He would do that with his last breath, right? And everybody, if you want to sort of make money from the boss, you are in some subordinate position to him, right? So he calls all the shots. And our business, I guess it's a pyramid too, but it's inverted. And it's like this. We all start here at the very bottom. Nobody starts at the top. My application didn't stay at the top. I started at the bottom, and we work our way up to the top. If you outwork me, you could out-earn me, and I think that's fair. You know, when I got into the business, there were tens of thousands of people who were in front of me in this business, before me in this business, and I just sort of kept my grind on. And it's not a bad grind. I mean, it's a 2-hour honest grind every single day. And there's unlimited space here at the top of our business. Unlimited space for anybody who wants it, and I'm willing to help you. I don't care who signs you up. I don't care what team you're on. I don't have those kind of issues. I don't have those hangups. Some people do. I don't. Maybe I'm just not smart enough to be selfish, but I believe God rewards us who help other people. I may never get a thank you from you, but I think heaven sort of looks out for people who look out for other people. All right, so here's my number. I'm going to write it right here. You can text me. I'm a text kind of guy. I'm not I'm not always on the phone. I actually don't like being on the phone. But here's my number. You can text me. I'm writing texts. And y'all are trying to get me to get fancy. You know, people keep telling me, get digital boards and a crew. Maybe one day we'll get there. But I feel like it's so many people to be helped and rescued and saved that I got to sort of move with a sense of urgency. It is almost like Harriet Tubman talking about, I'll go help the slaves once I get me a pair of Timberland boots and a fancy sort of North Face coat and some goggles and a flashlight. I mean, while she's sort of figuring all of that out, people are dying, right? So here's the number. That's my cell. And I'm going to give you a website you can look at, right? My numbers, I'm scratching it out. I'm going to give you a website so you can look at a full presentation. It's www.5linkspaysme.com. Right? So this is a 20-minute presentation, and it explains what we do, how we do it, and how we get paid, right? It explains substantially what we do. But inside this overview are all the companies that we work with, right? We work with a bunch of different companies. I like the credit card processing because it's easy. I can do it from the internet, and anybody who can cut and paste can do it, and I can show you how to do it. All right, so this is 5 Links Pays Me. I build a lot of this business on social media. If you want me to show you how I do it, I would be happy to show you, right? Again, text me, or you can email me at Run to Diamond. Now, I know we have never done a Facebook Live like this, and I know today's is a little ghetto-fied, but it's all right. We're going to make it through. We're going to make it through. You know, when life hands you a lemon, you make lemonade. I'm not one to complain about what didn't go right. We just make it work. We make it work. Right? So that's my email address. That's 5linkspaysme.com. Text me and I will call anybody here right back here to clean the car because somebody on Facebook Live talked about my rims. I'm going to be in Bowie, Maryland today, live. Right? Again, live. We have one of the co-founders of our company, and I promise you it will be a Bentley parking lot tonight. It will be I'm telling you, we will have more Bentleys in the parking lot than the Bentley dealership, and we will have more BMWs in the lot tonight than the BMW dealership. We're having one of our co-founders, Jason Guck. He's coming into town. We will be in Greenbelt, Maryland. If somebody's got the address for tonight, can you put that in the feed for me? If somebody's got the address for tonight, put it in the feed.
If you have the address for tonight, please put it in the feed. And if you guys are in Maryland, come on out and see me. I'd love to see you. The car is clean. The rims are clean. The car is getting clean with natural, non-GMO, organic soap made out of almonds and peppermint. That's some stuff, man. When you can clean your car with organic soap so it doesn't mess up the paint coat, that's some good stuff. All right, so I'll bring the car tonight. And we're going to be in St. Louis. We're going to be in St. Louis May 22nd. I look forward to seeing all of you guys in St. Louis. Anybody wants that webinar on how to build your business on the internet, let me know. And I need somebody to put the address for the Greenbelt BOM tonight. If you can put that in the feed, I invite you guys out. I'll be out there tonight. My girls have a softball game, so I'll go see them, and I'll come straight over. And I'll bring my A game. I keep it with me. It's packed in my car. It's in the bag. It's a big bag. It says A game. I carry it with me to make sure I always have it. I love hanging out with y'all. And I think we could do this thing. I asked God to give me 8 hours every day to do his will. And I was so busy, I didn't have no time to praise him or to lift him up or to share his name with nobody. And I said, God, I'll be faithful on my end, and I know that you're faithful, so we don't need to shake hands on it. But I got 8 hours a day to share the gospel. You know, eventually Jesus is coming back, and everything we got is going to burn. I mean, if you ain't right, it's going to burn, right? And if you are right, you're going to be out of here. I'm going to be out of here. I'm in the group that's checking out of here. And whether you got a Bentley or a mansion, it's going to burn the same. Are you with me? A Bentley is going to burn as fast as a Honda, and my house may burn a little bit longer than a hut, but it's going to burn. So, you know, I always feel like I'm under some sort of mandate by heaven to talk to all of y'all and tell you, make your calling and election sure. It's just too many things going on in the world. And I think yoga is great. I think exercising is great. I think being a good husband is great. But none of that's going to replace God. None of it. I don't care. You got to know him for yourself, not because Big Mama and your auntie and your wife and you know the pastor and you got to get to know him for yourself. So I'm going to challenge y'all. I want to challenge you to get your money right, get your body right, and get your spirit right. I'm losing weight, and I've gone organic. I went ahead and I ordered 50 packs of organic frozen fruits. I ordered 50 packs. I ordered 50 packs of frozen organic spinach. And I've ordered some organic protein mix. It's vegan, and it's called Super Green. I'm going to get my temple in order. And I promise y'all, in September in Las Vegas, any one of y'all could walk up to me, and I'm going to show you a six-pack. It's going to be real. It's going to be bona fide. And it's going to be right here. It's going to be right. Y'all with me? I'm going to deliver. I'm running the Marine Corps Marathon this year. I just want to challenge y'all to be a better version of you. What does it matter if you got all the money in the world and you choking and your blood pressure is 200/50? That don't make no sense. I mean, let's just try to get it all together at the same time. I know it's hard. I know it ain't easy. But if it was easy, anybody would do it. It takes work not to be fat. It takes work not to be ugly. It takes work not to be stupid. So we got to work on the stuff that we don't want to happen. Are you with me? I'm working. Anybody else? Anybody else committed? Anybody else committed to working on it? I'm committed to working on it. I'll work with you. We'll work together. I want to tell you to get rid of some of the junk in your house. If you use toothpaste, get rid of it. If you use toothpaste like Colgate and all of that sort of Crest, get rid of the toothpaste. Go get a box of baking soda and go buy some pure peppermint oil. You can buy peppermint oil on the internet for like $2. Right? You can get a little bottle of peppermint oil, get a box of baking soda, take your toothbrush, dip it in the baking soda, brush your teeth with it. Right? I promise you, you have, see that? Pearly whites. And if you use the peppermint oil to put in a bottle with peroxide, get a little old mouthwash bottle, put equal parts peroxide and peppermint oil, shake it up, and you rinse with that. I promise you, your breath will not smell all day. You will never need to get another piece of gum to keep your breath fresh. Why am I telling you about this? Because most toothpaste has sodium fluoride in it. Sodium fluoride is poison. It is the same thing that they put into rat poison. Go take your toothpaste down to Home Depot and look at the first ingredient on your toothpaste and compare it with the first ingredient in rat poison. It's the same. That should scare the poo out of y'all. Go and switch out of that stuff. Also, with regard to your deodorant, most of the deodorants have aluminum
sulfate in it. Aluminum is poison in your body, right? Your body can only handle trace elements of aluminum, and you put it under your arms, and into your arms, they have open pores. That's where you have the biggest part of your open pores, and you're putting that poison right into your skin. That's why we're getting cancer and dementia and all these other kind of problems. So let me give you something that you can use for your underarms, and I promise you it works better than Degree. You can use a lemon, a real lemon. Just go buy a lemon from the store, slice it in half, rub it under your arms, and I promise you. Now, don't do it if you just shaved your underarm. Ladies, and men, I don't know if y'all shaving your underarms too. But put a lemon, just slice a lemon, and you can use that for deodorant. It is also excellent for dry skin and for dandruff, right? So I normally have a lot of lemons, and what I do is I can use the lemon. I can use a lemon right here. I can use this lemon to slice it, and I can use it for deodorant. And I can also wipe it all over my face and on my hair, and it gets rid of dandruff. So if you don't believe me, just put lemon and Dr. Oz, or lemon and get rid of dandruff and Dr. Oz, or lemon and Dr. Oz. I think it'll show up on YouTube. You could take a look at it. I'm not making this up. All right. So, but just use natural stuff. Olive oil, and I use olive oil and coconut oil for all of my lotion and all of my hair conditioner. Y'all go buy olive oil hair treatment stuff, and it has 1% olive oil, and the rest of it is poison. If you buying it from the store, know that it's poison. If it got preservatives and sodium benzoate and all of the stuff that you can't pronounce, it's killing you. So I'm telling you, pure olive oil, Jesus used it, you could use it. Coconut oil helps your skin. Use as much natural stuff as you can. The water is awful. If y'all are still drinking tap water, it's poison. Y'all know that. Y'all saw what's going on in Flint, Michigan. The tap water is poison. I'm going to recommend that you at least boil your water. But boiling the water will not get rid of some of the poisons in there. A lot of the poisons are heavy, and you can boil it from now until the second coming, and it won't get rid of the poisons, right? So you have to get a water purifier, and even the water purifier won't get rid of most of the poisons. I'm going to recommend you get Smart Water for a whole bunch of reasons that I ain't got time to explain. But get Smart Water. I know it's expensive, but you're worth it, right? So what I did is I went to Shoppers, and you can get it on the internet much cheaper. And I get these big bottles of Smart Water like this. You see this? This is $2. You see this big bottle? I mean, I don't know if you could tell. It's way bigger than a regular little bottle. This is 1 quart, 18.7 fluid ounces. All right, so this is like, it's a big bottle, right? It's $2. Get the water, you're worth it. Get rid of everything in your house that's non-organic. So I got all of my peanut butters organic, mayonnaise, I only use Vegenaise, and watch out for that meat. I was in a barbershop today, and I was telling the lady in the barbershop that a lot of people are having sexuality issues. And hang on before y'all check out of here. But sexuality issues, a lot of the men are becoming effeminate, a lot of the women are becoming more masculine. And it's got nothing to do. Listen, Ray Hendrickson is walking in. Listen,
it's Facebook Live. What's up, family? Woohoo!
Ray Hendrickson is on the noon call. I'm on Facebook Live. We couldn't figure out how to manage it out. So Ray, I was just telling the people that are on Facebook Live that I was in a barbershop today, and I was explaining to the people in the barbershop how some men are becoming feminine and women are becoming masculine because of the hormones that they're putting in the food. They don't know that in every can of that you buy from the store with beans and tomato sauce, they line them with estrogen. Are y'all hearing me? They line them up with estrogen, and that affects you. When you a man and you got boobs, stuff is happening to you. And they're doing it on purpose. I mean, I feel like I'm in one of those movies with Total Recall or something, and I'm warning the people, watch what you are eating. Change your stuff. If you don't know where it came from, don't eat it. If you don't know the farmer personally, don't buy it. So this morning, if you look on my counter, I'm like the ultimate ghetto farmer. That's cilantro. I got basil. I got peppermint.
And sooner or later, when you look outside my yard, that's going to be a farm. I mean, we're going to own this stuff, y'all. We're going to go back to Eden in every true sense of the word. We got to own this stuff. I care about y'all. If I didn't care, I wouldn't go through all of this stuff. I can just tell you to make some money. But they are giving us cancer. They delivering it to us. And they destroying us with the vaccines. Look on the internet. Don't believe everything that they tell you. You know, I was talking to the lady and she says she don't believe what I'm telling her about the estrogen. And for those of you who eat meat, you get a double dose. Why do you think that they could produce a chicken? A chicken could go from an egg to a grown chicken in 4 to 6 weeks. God did not design that. They are pumping those chickens up with everything, right? So I want to tell you guys, watch it. If you're a meat eater, go vegetarian, go vegan, go organic. Get off of that stuff. Tirade. I'm really trying to help you. I'm not on a tirade today, but it's just not every day I get a chance to tell y'all. Meat is poison. God did not intend for you to eat meat. It was not part of your original diet. So change that stuff. You can watch your weight go down almost instantly by getting rid of that meat. It affects your hormones. It affects your attitude. It affects the fact that you're angry more often than not. And you got to get some vitamin B. Now, we've never done this before. Today is Winning Wednesday. Maybe this is Wellness Wednesday. I want to show y'all some of the stuff that I do on Wednesdays from now on. I'm trying to change. Change is not easy. But the good thing about it, y'all, we're not animals. We're not dogs. You know, my dog is not, I'm not going to wake up and my dog is sitting on my toilet and I got to wait for him to finish. It ain't going to happen. My dog is not going to take my iPhone cord and I got to beg Fido to give it back. It won't happen. My dog is not going to be using my internet and sending text messages without my permission. Dogs can't change, but we are made in the image and the likeness of God. We are fearfully and wonderfully made. That's right. And all you got to do is make a decision. That's why this business works so well, because all you got to do is get sick and tired enough of somebody treating you like trash. Got to be tired. You got to be tired of being in a relationship that you don't want to be in with somebody who you don't like, don't care about you, don't respect you because you're trying to pay the bills. That's foolish. God didn't intend for that. Adam and Eve didn't feel like hostages in the garden, ducking each other and going in and out different exits in the Garden of Eden. That wasn't what was going on. No, sir. You got children out of wedlock and now you sort of hooked to somebody who don't like you because of child support and visitation. That's some madness. I know money won't take care of all your problems, but it'll take care of a lot. So I just said let money take care of the problems that it can take care of. And the rest of them, you lead them to God. Right? So I hope that this business is helping y'all in more ways than one. The last thing I want to tell y'all is that we network in this business. We have an incredible network. There are 250,000 of us in this company. Don't you know that if you wrote a book tomorrow and 1% or 10% of the people in this business bought your book, you have a bestseller? How do I know? My book sold 10,000 copies in the first 9 months. Right? So it's just kind of plugging in and we ordering another 45,000 copies and they sell like hotcakes. You have a network inside of a network. Don't you know rich people send their kids to school to build up their network? Rich people don't send their kids to school to get a degree. That's why poor people go. We go to get a degree and they go to network. But guess what happens with your degree? Even with your degree, it has no promise that you're going to get a job. My nephew got a degree and he's angry because he went on 3 interviews and he didn't get a job yet. I said, boy, you got a lot of growing up to do. 3 interviews and you're already frustrated? How about interviewing for 30 years and not being able to have a job? How about interviewing for 25 years and still be working in the mailroom? You got a lot of growing up to do. But I want to tell you that rich people send their kids to school to network. So when you come home and you try to get a job, you go on jobhunter.com. You go on monster.com, you go on hookabrotherup.com, and the guy whose father sent him to school and network is able to send a text message from one father to another and get their son a job. And they're your boss. They were the C student. They were the kid who dropped out. But because of their network, they never have to worry about a job. They never have to worry about keeping their lights on. They never have to worry about what their credit score is. And you know, it's just a network. So I'm telling y'all, some of y'all need to get into this business just to build up your network.
to run with people of the likes of Mariko Turner, who was a producer for Heavy D, the rapper Heavy Diddly D. He produced for Timberland, and he just writes music for everybody. You can add him to your network. Bruce Miller is in our network. Bruce Miller is Mary J. Blige's brother, who wrote Family Affair. You know that song we used to sing when we was kids? Let's get it thump 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 thump. I don't know how the words go, but it's called Family Affair by Mary J. Blige. He wrote that song. He's got 2 Grammys for it, and immediately he's in your network. Hezekiah Walker is in our business, and immediately those of y'all who trying to produce an album, you now have something to talk to Hezekiah Walker about, right? You are building your network. We've had state senators in our business. We got professional athletes in our business. We got people who are willing to help you. We got people who are bosses and managers in every level of government from top to bottom. And it's all about network. People want to do business with people who they like, know, and trust. And if you're not maximizing this network, then shame on you, because I use it all the time. It is better than anything to know anywhere across the country I can find somebody in my network who's willing to help me. With that being said, everybody, I love y'all to death. I know this wasn't our normal call, but I thought it was important. And maybe God just orchestrated it to be the way it was. I got a chance to clean the car. Y'all got a chance to watch me clean the car. You got a chance to learn about some of that stuff in your house that's killing you. Get rid of that aerosol spray. Those of you who use Febreze and any other sort of aerosol spray, get rid of it yesterday. Go get some, let me see what this oil is called. It's upstairs in my bedroom. It's not lilac. It's lavender. Take lavender oil, put it in a spray bottle with some water. It is the best air freshener you can ever buy. You can buy 1 8-ounce bottle of lavender oil, and you will have as much air freshener as you can stand for the next year and a half. And you can buy the bottle for $6 on the internet. Lavender oil. Your bathroom will smell like roses. Or you can just take a cup of water, just a regular cup of water, pour lavender oil in it, sit it behind the toilet, and it will smell like your bathroom will smell like potpourri for the next year and a half. Y'all like that? Cheap stuff. It don't cost a lot of money to do right. But that aerosol will kill you. Your body is not designed to absorb those things. All right? So y'all do different. If you want to do different, if you want to be different, you got to do differently. Because if you don't change, nothing will change. I want to get to the other side of this money. 5 Links is only a vehicle for us to get from here to where we're trying to go. We are trying to produce 1,000 brown-skinned millionaires. I ain't afraid to say it. I want some brown millionaires. Because if 1,000 of us are millionaires, we now have $1 billion worth of assets. We can buy our own houses and we can produce our own loans. We can loan ourselves the money. We can insure our own cars. We'll be self-insured. We can send our kids to school without Sally Mae. Are y'all with me? We can buy the school. We can own the gym. When I send my kid to the library, I want her to go to the Felder library. I want her to play ball in the Felder arena. I want her to kick the ball in the Felder stadium. I want her to stay in the Felder dormitory. I want her to eat in the Felder cafeteria as we all drive on and off Felder University. Our kids deserve it, but we got to work for it. Let's go work. We ain't afraid of work. We work for everybody else except for ourselves. It's time for us to roll up our sleeves and do for ourselves, because nobody else is going to do for us. Every other community, every other town, every other race, they act as a village. We've got to work together. They used to take the light-skinned slaves and make them beat the darker slaves, and then they would put the darker slaves outside, put the lighter slaves on the inside. It was a trick. They got us sort of working against each other, and we're still doing the same foolishness. They done sort of ingrained us so much that we hate ourselves. We don't have to worry about somebody else hating us. We hate us. We got to stop that, man. I don't care what your color is. You turn the lights out, we all the same color, black, right? So let's go ahead and get it done. I love y'all to death. This is Thomas Felder, Platinum Senior Vice President for the awesome and incredible Team TNT. I look forward to seeing each of you on the beaches of the world, if not at the beach, at the bank. But more importantly than the beach or the bank, I look forward to seeing you guys at the gates of the kingdom. For what would it profit a man to gain the whole world and we lose our own soul? Until I meet you and greet you, walk with the King today and be a blessing. This call, this webinar, this Facebook Live, whatever it is that you on listening to me on,
is officially over. God bless.